Howdy folks, Spencer here, and today Cryptic Studios has released an announcement regarding upcoming content for Star Trek Online. So I want to read through this announcement, break it down for you guys, and then afterwards I have some updates for my predictions as to what we're going to see the rest of the year. As always, chapters to each topic are listed down below. And I want to start off by reading through the announcement that they've released. So this is a quick update about what to expect in the next few months' captains, posted by Pharaoh. And here we go. Greetings, Captains. We're hailing you today to share some developments regarding Star Trek Online. The training process that began several months ago is very close to completion, and we're excited to see what our new colleagues at Deca Games have in store for Stowe. That said, it has not been without its speed bumps, and we've therefore made the decision to focus our efforts on making a truly special anniversary episode for early next year, instead of creating a new episode to release this fall. That anniversary episode is already underway and has a guest actor that we think you'll be thrilled to see. The other good news is that while the next episode is coming early next year, there will be new content heading your way before then. Tomorrow, we'll be announcing our newest event where we will be adding new activities. You'll be able to participate in a new TFO and 2 new patrols, and work your way towards earning a new Tier 6 starship. What's more, the Deca Games team are working closely with Cryptic's team, and we're excited to finish the story arc that we began with Unraveled. We're also in the process of planning and pitching our next multi-year story arcs, which has been well received. We understand it may be disappointing not to have a new episode coming this month, but we hope you understand that we would rather give you the best content possible than rush something out the door. We are committed to producing content of the highest quality possible as we carry the Star Trek Online torch forward, so you, the players, have many more years of quality content to enjoy. The future is bright for the final frontier. So, breaking down this announcement, the big takeaway, of course, is the fact that there's not going to be a story mission with the upcoming content edition. Rather, they're wanting to focus on making the anniversary episode as good as possible. And rather than try to rush something out the door for the fall update, they've decided to just not do a story mission for right now. So, some of you are going to be unhappy with that, but I think long term, that's probably going to be the best. Remember, the game is currently transitioning over to a new development team, and while they are almost in a position to fully take over, they're not quite there yet, and they want to make sure that the work that they're putting out is impressive. That this upcoming story mission is going to be one of the first things that is almost entirely Deca, and they want to make sure that the first thing that they're pushing out under the Deca name is something that is really impressive to the player base. So they have opted, as they said, to give us the best content possible rather than rush something out the door, which I think is a pretty big mentality change versus what we typically have seen with this game. So some of you won't be happy, but I think in the end, we'll look back at this, half a year from now, and realize that this was the best move for them. This anniversary episode is already being worked on and has a guest actor that they think we're going to be thrilled to see. Now, I imagine with them hyping it up like this, that it's probably a guest actor that we haven't seen in the game before. And as for what we're going to be getting with the upcoming content here later this month, we're getting a new TFO, which, if I had to guess, I think it's going to include that fusion cube that we saw teased at the end of the Heritage Bundle video. I think that would make a lot of sense. And then they have 2 new patrols that we're going to be getting also. And there's going to be a new event starting with the TFO and the new patrols that is going to be giving us another free Tier 6 ship. And we're going to learn more about that in a separate announcement sometime tomorrow. And the other big takeaway here is that the devs are currently in the planning process for future multi-year story arcs following completion of the current arc. So, for those of you concerned about the future of the game, I've been saying for a while that I think this game is going to be around for a very long time. Everything that we have seen from Deca indicates that they are in this for the long haul. They intend to invest in this game long term, and we have seen that with the amount of hirings they've done, as I've talked about in prior videos, that they have hired a lot of people to work on Star Trek Online. So they want this thing to last long term. And right now, while we're still in this transitory period, things are going to be a little bit rough at points, like what we're seeing right now. But I think the long term impact of this is good for the longevity of the game. So if you're feeling a bit demotivated at the lack of a story episode here, I just say be patient. Give the dev team, especially the new dev team, give them some time to get in here and show us what they're capable of. So, again, the delay sucks, but I think long term we're going to look back at this time period and realize that the sacrifice was worth it. And now I want to move on to my predictions for what we're going to likely see for the game throughout the rest of the year. These are entirely my predictions, and these are just my guess based on what we've seen in prior years. So for PC, I think we're getting this upcoming season sometime later this month. Given the red alert ends on the 19th, my guess would be the 19th would make the most sense. In October, then I would expect the Halloween event to pop up, and I would expect the event that we're getting with this upcoming edition to also roll over into October and probably run alongside the Halloween event for a brief duration. In November, I expect we'll get the final part of the event campaign for PC. In December, then, would be the winter event. And January, we'd have a couple weeks probably of quiet. And then at the end of the month, we would have the start of the 15th anniversary event, which would then have the story mission that they're currently working on. And for those of you over on console, I expect that this month, here in September, you guys will probably get the next part of the event campaign, which is the one that'll give you the Kidmer set that we just got on PC. Then in October, you guys should have the Halloween event also. November would be the next content edition that PC is getting here in the next couple of weeks. December, then, of course, would be the winter event. And in January, console would then be getting the final part of their event campaign, followed by the 15th anniversary event at the end of the month. So, again, these are my expectations for what we're going to be seeing in the game, throughout the next couple of months. This is not official from Cryptic in any way. These are just my best guess based on patterns from prior years. And that's going to be it for today. So I'd be curious to hear from you guys. Does this demotivate you at all, or do you feel better just hearing it directly from the devs that they would rather wait and put out good content rather than try to rush something out the door? To me, that is really good to hear from this game. But I'm curious to hear what you guys think of it all. So again, let me know down below. And as always, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. See you guys around.